And we are here for you.
Oh, no,
Wait, they want to know what CK stands for.
There's some chatter in the background here.
Class.
Class is in session. You looking for one of the hottest podcasts out right now? You know, sometimes you just want to be amongst friends. You want to have a great conversation. You want to laugh. But sometimes you just don't get the time. This is what we're here for. We are your friends. Kinda. Anyways, save it for the booth, baby. Let's go. Hey, y'all.
What up?
Got a full booth up in here today, baby.
It's a room now. It's not a booth.
Hey. It's a metaphorical booth. Punk, how you doing over there?
Cool as the Chicago breeze.
Cool as the
What
Chicago
up, Deuce? How you
breeze.
feeling? You good?
I'm good.
Like
Motherfucker,
you be?
Deuce,
I'm good.
You good? Juju,
I'm great.
you great?
I'm
I like that. My boy.
CK, the man of
Dog
the
decent,
hour.
dog.
Look, I ain't throwing the call
The,
back 'cause I'm
the
like, I don't wanna
topic
start
of
no
the hour. They want to know.
shit. Good.
Yeah, man, I didn't
They want to know, man.
life happening.
Y'all gonna ask or no?
Y'all for real?
Yeah, they
What?
want to know.
No,
Oh,
what
see,
time
Bessie,
you
that's
got?
I'm letting y'all run the show today. What the fuck?
That's it. I mean, it's just been a busy day. It's been a busy week. You know, challenges left and right. You know, and so
CK, they want to know what the CK stand for.
ooh,
Me.
He thought I was lying. He thought I was
Just like that,
lying.
me.
CK stands for Cat King. It's a play on Lion King.
Okay, cool.
A play on Lion King?
Yeah.
Just leave it at that.
I mean, I'll elaborate. I mean, really, like, so, like, in essence, you know, it's a more provocative expressions. Yes, Coochie King, right? And the whole idea is that, like, you know, I was raised in a way it was like, don't never let pussy rule you. You know, don't make decisions based off of sex, Matt. Like, don't let women rule you with this. Don't be manipulated by it. Don't be so thirsty for it that you're not thinking irrationally. And so over time, you know what I mean? It was a joke I made. Somebody said it, and it just won't go away now. And people are changing it every day, and I'm hearing coochie killer, and that just there's no basis of truth to this. I've never killed a vagina.
I think we got that on camera.
Yeah,
I think that's on camera.
I'm just saying, it's just not true.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Hey, I like that. I like that, babe. This is why he's here, goddammit. This is why he's here.
It's not as provocative as it seems.
Man, this is why he's here. Okay. What y'all want to start with? Y'all want to start with what y'all? Juju, what's your shirt say right there? I like your shirt. What does it say? Come on.
Shine now.
Talk to us. Talk to us. Do some bullshit early. I love your shirt. What does it say?
All natural.
Can you say it in the mic for me, please?
I can't. Well, hold up. Let me see. Okay, all natural. Just gym, jeans, and God.
Hallelujah.
Y'all was getting a little spicy before the pod talking about
I didn't even
We
read the
didn't see
shirt,
that
so.
last G. We just
And God, yeah, see the other two, yeah. This
we
is
was
never
flowing on
right.
the other ones.
You said you never even saw the shirt?
I never read it.
You never read the shirt. But y'all was talking about it.
Yeah, we were.
Anybody want to lead?
It's a lot.
I see Punk just want to.
What's the question behind this?
Whatever y'all was talking about earlier.
In general, about females enhancement. So on the lighter end of the spectrum, makeup. On the more extreme end of the spectrum, surgical enhancements. So I guess, Punk, you can explain your point.
My point is it's all enhancements. I don't care for none of it, but I'm not going to knock the person getting their body done more than the person wearing makeup every day, because it's all an enhancement. If we going to be natural, fuck it, just be natural.
So she shouldn't shave her underarms either?
That's up
gonna be
to her.
natural.
If you saying all natural, that's all natural.
Oh, so you saying no makeup?
I mean, I'm just because I'm just
between
saying I'm not gonna
being
knock
natural
somebody
and
for the way
being-
they enhance themselves.
and grooming.
I don't
You know
think-
what I mean?
I don't think they were
natural
knocking-
is different than grooming because not wanting hair under your underarms, hair between your legs, that's a grooming decision. That's
Yeah, dude,
I'm
y'all.
natural. I can be natural but not want to have a big afro on.
Cool, so do that.
Punk,
But
why
what
you
about
feel
the-
Punk? Why
what-
you feel like they was knocking them? I think
mean-
they was saying like it's dangerous. I don't think they were like.
Yeah, it ain't come off like that. It was like people going to.
That's
these
because you
extreme-
chose not to read my shirt. You chose not to read.
Your shirt don't say nothing.
My
about
shirt
your
is what
body.
we were talking about. My shirt is what we were
Right,
talking about.
I heard. Right, your shirt don't say nothing about going to get
We
surgery.
was talking about jeans.
I
to be
heard.
fair.
I heard something about women going and getting surgeries and getting cut on. Your shirt don't say none of that, so I didn't know you all were talking about your shirt.
No, so yeah, we were because my shirt says all natural, meaning the body is natural. It came from the gym, genes, meaning genetics, and God. So it's all natural. There is no enhancement. So that's what we were talking about when you came in, and then you were like, "Well, I didn't read the shirt," but that's how we got on the surgery and all of that.
Right, but still to that point, like your shirt saying that it's not just about your body though, because I wouldn't necessarily read and think that's just about your body. I would think it's about you as a whole, but you still have stuff that's not natural about you.
Well, you probably the only one. Because anybody else that reads this kind of gets where it's going, especially when you look around society today.
Society today,
Yeah,
everybody
it's-
got makeup on.
And it starts with gym though.
Everybody's getting their eyebrows done.
Right.
Everybody's
Like,
wearing weaves.
That's
what
like
I'm saying.
everybody
So-
else looks at it and yeah, they ain't talking about no makeup. They
Because they
talking
used
about
to
the
it.
body.
Because it's
Ex-
been going on for so long that now it's the norm for people to wear makeup and get weaves
But
and
this
do
my shirt
all
is
of
not
these
talking about makeup
unnatural
though.
things.
But my shirt was not
If
talking
you're
about
talking
makeup.
natural, that's part of
You
natural.
you made it about makeup. We
No,
were
I
talking
didn't.
about
I
yes,
made it about
you made
natural.
it about makeup from
I
when
made
you
it
were
about
in there
natural.
and you asked me about the makeup.
I made it about natural. Because when I think natural, I'm thinking head to toe.
So
And makeup was an
the gym
It
example.
has,
says all
It was an
natural.
the gym and
It says all,
It says all
natural.
natural.
the gym has nothing
Real,
to do
right?
with makeup.
Natural,
So it's like okay if we want to take it there, but the gym in your jeans like
Your
it,
jeans got something to do with makeup.
it has not the gym
Because
has
them high
nothing.
cheekbones you
to
talked
do with
about,
makeup.
them high cheekbones, them genetics, them genes got something to do with God, your face, your hair, your everything. He got something to do with all that, right?
Listen,
So lie detector test
Ladies.
determines.
love on
I'ma
who
leave
you
that
are.
side.
She
I'm
said
gonna leave
read the
that side
shirt.
alone.
She
Who
said
you
read the
are.
shirt. It's on the shirt. So
Love
if I read the shirt and
on
we
who
gonna
you
talk
are,
about
love on what you
yes,
got.
absolutely do that.
Love on what God gave you.
Absolutely.
It's too much. It's too
Yes, yes, I
it's
agree.
too much. Just love on who
And
you are.
adding to it
It's-
doesn't mean you
it's-
don't like it. It doesn't
some-
mean you don't appreciate it, right? You can add on to what you appreciate, enhance it. That's fine.
Yeah, but at what aspects? Because that's the issue. Like
I
it's
think
okay to enhance these things, but that's too much when you
I think it's
enhance.
dangerous.
I don't think you
when
should
you-
ever judge anybody's
And
decision.
I think
of
it's
that
what
was
can
my
dangerous
happen.
when you doing extreme things, not because that's what you want to do. If you felt like I had a double mastectomy and I want my breasts put back, I want to have natural looking breasts, and you go through that type of surgery because that's what you feel like will make you feel whole. Nobody really knocks that, but a woman who says I have A cup breasts and I want H's, you know what I mean? People say, well, why can't you just be happy with what you
So do
have?
you knock the person that got triple D's and say I won't see?
I knock the person who makes those decisions not because that's what's going to make them happy. It's because I need to get what will make a man attracted to me, make
But
society
that's
accept
playing.
me.
That's playing like you're trying to read into somebody's mind. Because me personally, I'm not a person that care for makeup. So
People
that
will admit that and say, I got to get a boob job so I can get this job.
I get it, but I'm a person that don't care for makeup. So when I see people putting a lot of makeup on, I instantly think, why are you doing that? Because I think natural beauty is beautiful. You ain't gotta wear makeup for me to be attracted to you. But when you do it, I feel like, who you trying to attract?
But society does not
Yourself? 'Cause if we
perpetuate
love
that.
ourselves,
in
I
our-
don't need to
but
put
that's not
makeup on and look at
perpetuated
myself in
amongst
the
our
mirror.
society
It's a lot
right
of
now.
layers to that.
And you know it's not. And it's so many layers
I'm
to this,
sorry,
y'all.
what you
It's
say,
so
Juju?
that's not perpetuated in society right
What's
now.
not?
what you're
The
saying.
natural look.
The
No
natural
makeup.
look. It's not.
It hasn't
It's
been.
not.
It hasn't
in
been
this
for a
room.
long
You know what I
time.
mean?
Why are
None
we?
of us have
So,
the
and that's the
standard
point
of
that-
what we all consider beautiful.
So let's
This
all
is
stop
all- that's the
pretending
point.
we want natural to matter.
Thank you. And that's all I'm saying.
Like, let's just say
Because-
enhance
What do you
whatever
mean
you
stop
want.
pretending
Natural-
that we want
people-
natural should
people-
matter. When you talking about 17, 18-year-old girls going out here to get surgery, 19-year-old girls going out here to get surgery, that
But
matters.
It's okay for the 13.
That matters.
Wearing makeup.
What do you?
No.
But they do. They do though. That's
It's
what I'm
not
saying.
okay, in my opinion.
Exactly.
You're too
But
young.
it's okay to
But
wear
that's
makeup
not a
and stuff,
permanent
but you're-
enhancement, though. That's
Permanent.
something you-
Now we
you
adding
don't- you-
things
you
that'll
like,
make
okay,
it
let's just
technically
go wash
different.
that off. Let's go. I'm gonna teach you.
You
We
still
gonna
ain't
wash
natural.
that off.
When you doing all that, you're not presenting your natural self to people.
And that means you also not accepting your natural self is good enough.
So you're not accepting your natural self if you put on a little bit of makeup,
Nah, it's a little bit of makeup.
but. Cause yeah, it can be. You can put on a little makeup. You can put on a lot of
Or
makeup.
you
Cause
can
the whole.
accept
Cause
your
you
natural self, but understand when you go outside, the standard of beauty is as such, and if you work in certain
What standard
places,
of beauty?
come on, Brian.
So now we can't. Okay, so if we're
The
caring,
standard
so
of
we're
beauty.
caring about the other people's
And a lot
outlook.
of spaces you do
Alright,
have
that's
to
all- so
look
you
a
do-
certain kind of
So
way.
you doing it for
yeah.
a reason.
So-
The same way you saying
Some
people,
people
going to
are.
get that body because they want a man to look at them a certain way. If you're putting on makeup to look a certain way at your job, your whatever, you want people to look at you a certain. It's the same shit.
All I'm saying is when you look in that mirror,
Yeah,
Because right
you
now
need
we
to
just
love
talking
what
about
you see in that
females.
mirror.
So it's a human
Period.
thing. It's
That's
not just
all
a
it needs to
woman
come
thing.
down to.
'Cause
And a
men
lot of
and
these
men-
women
One
out
at a
here getting
time.
body
We got-
surgery and getting things done to their bodies, they are not. It's about what's on the outside. But the outside is not going to fix what's on the inside. There is no way in hell you should be like looking at some woman scrolling and feel like, oh, I want my boobs done, and now this gonna make you want to get your booty done because what?
So why do?
Because
okay.
why?
Because
Why?
they want.
See, can CK get in here?
Why?
The thing
That
is,
should no.
Can
That's
CK
not
sit in there?
okay.
to answer that question, it's the same thing as you looking out at the world, seeing what the job place wants you to see, and making sure you replicate that so that you can also obtain that success. So if a young woman is looking on the internet and saying, "Oh, my likes, I'm getting 37 likes on my post, and I've been on Instagram for 4 years, and this one person just made this profile today and got 937 likes. I need those breasts." And then she does it and she gets those breasts. All of a sudden, the source of depression in her life is gone. So now it has affected her internally, validating the fact that it's up to you. It's whatever make you happy. But let's not pretend that the ultimate superior idea is that it should be natural. And let's also not pretend that there's anything wrong with doing it as an enhancement or having a medical or temporary enhancement. That's it. If we just stop applying
Well, that's your
dogma,
opinion, and you're entitled to that.
It's a
Just
fact.
Like no, that's not fact. That does not make it fact.
I can prove it.
That does not make it fact. That's your opinion.
Can
That
you
is
prove
an
it's my
opinion.
opinion?
Where did makeup come from?
Where did it all come from? Let's
Where
like
did makeup
where
come
did
from?
it all come
when
from?
When did people start wearing makeup?
When
In
did
Africa, thousands of years ago, like makeup isn't new for males or females, nor is wigs, nor is any of these enhancements that we're kind of talking about to a degree.
Egyptians was
That-
doing
that has been
everybody
for-
so many years ago.
And whether
but-
it's necessary or not, it's
So we
subjective.
don't see this stuff on TV and be like, "Oh, she's so beautiful,"
I
and
just think
and
it's
start
I think
wearing
it's a
makeup.
place for makeup. I think it's a place for makeup. My father doesn't like women who wear makeup. Period. So he was against me wearing makeup all up and through my teen years.
Respect
I can
to your
understand and
pops.
appreciate naturally beautiful women in ways that maybe another woman to say, well, I want more eyelashes, so I'm gonna get some eyelashes, or I want more bolder brows or whatever.
Is that
and
natural
do those
too?
things.
Is the fake eyelashes natural?
That is,
you wear
if it
every
is
day?
something that you are buying and applying to,
It ain't natural.
it is something that is accenting your natural features.
But it's not natural, and you're doing it every day.
Because that's what you like.
Right, and they got surgery,
But-
so
but-
their body look like
but
that
you don't do
every day,
that
'cause
every
that's what
day.
they like.
A lot of
But that's
women
just an
don't wear
extreme
makeup
thing,
every
and
day.
If it's rooted in something that's unhealthy, then that's something.
What
to
is
take
the
a look
disagreement
about.
here? I'd
Between
like
the two
a
of
clear
them?
understanding.
It's really no disagreement. Punk just is saying he doesn't
If
care
you-
what the level of extreme is.
don't.
They're all
Not
Unnatural.
natural.
enhancements.
Exactly.
Right, if it's an
And
enhancement,
she's saying-
Exactly, and
It's
that's a
unnatural.
fact.
Natural beauty
That
should
is a
also
fact.
be
Fact.
promoted in a different kind of way, because looking at women or looking at individuals, I'm not even going to just say women, looking at individuals who want to take extreme enhancements, to her seems like there's a little bit more going on. So they're not disagreeing with each other. They're just basically, he's just saying, I don't give a damn where it is on the spectrum.
If it's enhanced,
all the same.
Right.
She putting on eyeliner, it's the same as if she getting her butt done.
It's just another extreme on the same vertical
Yes,
though.
yes.
That's a fact.
Oh, okay. So that's the end of that one. That's the end of that one. Hey, Lady D, you like a producer on
We've
the
been doing
damn.
this thing for 30 minutes now. I want that conversation.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, it feel like a circle. What's going on?
Hey, that was
It's just
15
all
minutes.
enhancements.
No, it was the pregame.
Oh yeah, the pre
Child,
they
I was joking
pregame.
from the pregame.
They pregame for about 10 minutes on the
Oh my
subject.
gosh.
Man,
What was the rest? I didn't even look.
let me pull up the other topics here.
Cause I don't think that was on the list.
No, it wasn't.
It was on my shirt.
It wasn't. It was
It
on
was
your
on
shirt.
my freaking shirts.
It was right
Goodness. Dang.
I didn't even see it on the shirt. I just walked into it.
You was just ear hustling. Like, what?
Yeah, I ain't
What
got
y'all
the-
saying?
I
You
ain't-
disagree
I
with?
ain't got
What's the
these-
makeup?
I ain't
What
got
the
these
makeup?
ears for no
Like your
reason.
grandfather. What? What's
Right.
going on in
So
there now?
much.
Them daddy ears get
Hey.
the
Jeez.
Lady D,
So much.
why do men cuff plain Janes?
Ooh.
I know you have an opinion.
I feel like because they genuinely think I'm not going to have any competition. I think she's going to be loyal to me. I think I'm going to treat her as such, and I'm not going to have any issues. Nobody's going to talk to her but me. And then I'm going to be equally as emotionally abusive to her to make her also value her self-worth. And I just think if the intention is I want a lesser attractive woman, it's because you setting her up for a very emotionally toxic relationship. Period. How you gonna look at somebody and say, "Oh, this is a 5, so I'm gonna make her do"? Nah, you the problem.
So you're
not her.
saying that people pick unattractive people on
On
purpose.
purpose.
So all the plain Janes are unattractive.
I wouldn't say that, but the way
I'm
the question
only asking
Yeah.
because it said plain
it's
Jane, so
implied
I'm
that
trying
she's
to.
a lesser attractive, not accent, highlighted up.
So that where's more of the highlighted up part, like in the clip that I saw, it was like she don't get a nail, she don't wear no long nails, or she just she's a plain Jane. She don't got no flair
She
to her.
natural.
She all natural. She all natural.
Oh my God.
She ain't got no nails, hair, makeup. She ain't pretty. Ain't that what the girl said?
I think them.
I'm pretty, and no nobody. I can't get a husband, but plain Janes.
Punk, why do men wife up plain Janes and not the?
I mean, for me, it's just because I don't care about the enhancements. Like, I want to know what you're gonna look like every single day when we wake up. I want to know the person that you're gonna be
Doubling over
every
there.
single day. And if that's plain Jane, I'm okay with plain Jane. I don't need you made up for the world. I don't care nothing about that. And then, as you said, some of it may be toxic. Because the people who don't think they're plain Jane got the personality of the young lady from the video. Like, somebody should be cuffing me because I'm beautiful.
But
What
I
else
mean,
are you? What else you bringing?
But I think
What-
that's cool if you a chick who you wake up and you pulling your hair back in a ponytail, you throwing on what's comfortable for you, you not doing a bunch of stuff, you secure in yourself. I like that about a woman. And if a man
Right.
looks at that and say, well, she not dolled up, so I don't have to pay for nails and weaves and wigs,
When do we
the
get-
investment
when do
in
we
this
come to that
woman.
conclusion?
Because
conclusion?
all men look at a woman that they really seriously trying to cuff as, how much am I going to pour into this woman?
That's not true.
Not at all.
Oh, that's not true.
Mm.
That's a real manipulative, sick person.
That is a manipulative.
That's a sick person.
I said that the first time
Yeah.
I even talked
You just
about
said
it.
all men do that.
Sister, I ain't never.
Okay.
I never. I mean, I don't
Okay.
mean just me. Like,
Okay.
if I ever heard one of my
Okay.
brothers talking like that, I'd be like, bro,
Then
you are
the
twisted.
You two are the exception.
every
and
man I
just,
know.
The only thing I'll say is you two are the exception. But I'm going to tell you that I've lived a long time. I've lived a lot of places. I've been around a lot of men.
I'm like,
And my experience more often than not is as such as I just explained. So if you are the exception,
You got this expression?
Wait. If you
No, I'm just asking.
if you are the exception, then I'll give it to you. But I'm going to
Lord.
tell you more often than not in the scenario we're talking about, that is the case that I've experienced.
So I guarantee you that I've had more conversations with men about the way men think.
I don't think you could guarantee numbers of how many people we've talked about. So rephrase
I don't know. I mean, I can't guarantee it because I don't know your statistics, right?
Right.
But I think as a member of a fraternity and a person who's traveled and been in different states
You
and lived in
still
many
cannot
places
go
also.
numbers for
Hold
numbers
on.
with me.
And as a man,
So
the
just say from your
likelihood is in my
experience.
favor that I've had more
Just speak from your
conversations.
experience,
Right?
Because right now you're speaking
Well-
from your maleness.
Well, you're speaking from
Speak
your
from your
experience when you
experience.
say that you two are the exception. This was
And
all
I
based
said
on
it
your
was my
experience.
experience.
All right. So,
So speak from your experience, not from mine.
from
Or
my
measure
experience,
Thanks.
which scientifically has more credibility.
About the science minute.
Y'all,
Alright.
y'all
What
saying
science?
semantics now.
What
Come
science?
on, go ahead.
All right, look,
CK.
bottom line is this: like most every brother, no brother I've ever talked to or known has stated, "Yeah, man, I know I'm trying to get a 5. That way, I don't have to worry about taking her out to eat stuff like that." This must be the most slumdog losing ass dude on the earth. He is an exception. He's an exception. I know slumdogs who don't even really plot out like that.
I guess the question for me is like, you don't think men go out into the world knowing that they gonna have to spend money on women?
Y'all just shut me down when I was talking about this. Now don't turn it around and be
No,
like.
I'm just.
She didn't say
don't
money. She
think
said energy.
men-
What I have to pour
said
into
pour
it.
into
Yeah.
a
Uh-huh.
woman. So if you're looking at a woman and we're talking about cuffing as in going into some kind of commitment situation, you are looking at this person like, how much am I going to pour into them? As a female, I can look at a male and say, how much am I going to pour into him? How much emotionally does he need? Where are we financially? All these things that are going to be the building blocks of a foundation of a relationship. So when you hear me say a man pouring into a woman, most men see a lot of their value in a relationship as the stability that they provide, and they want to be providers. I want to take care of the house. I want to do these things. So when they're looking at a woman and assessing how much am I going to pour into her, yes, he is going to notice some things like, man, she got an expensive lifestyle. So how am I going to, do I fit into that? Am I going to be able to pour into that in a way that she's accustomed to? Because I got an expensive lifestyle. So can't anybody just date me? So if he's going to pour into me, he's going to realize that it's going to be some things about me that you're going to have to come and do the right way.
I think it just
Period.
depends on how you carry yourself.
That's it.
And that's, to me, that's.
But that's what she does.
He just rephrased it differently.
Juju, you want to get in here? Because I'm proud. I'm
I
proud of
just
you,
think the
Juju.
plain-
You
the
was just
plain
nice
Jane
and
thing
calm
is about
over
what
there,
I done
waiting
got
your
buzzed,
turn
you know, I
and
done
shit.
got
I'm
buzzed
proud of
now.
you.
Like,
Y'all done gave me time to smoke. I done got buzzed.
Yeah, go ahead.
But no, it's he literally just said that's how you carry yourself. That's exactly what she just said. A man pays attention to that, so he know how much I'm going to have to pour
what I
into
was-
her.
no,
that's exactly
not-
what she
that's
just
not what I was
said.
saying. I said it depends on how you carry yourself. The plain Jane statement. I'm not saying a man is thinking about how much he got to pour into you because of how you carry yourself. I'm saying, why do men pick plain Jane over whatever the other thing is? It depends on how you carry yourself.
That is true.
That is what I'm saying. It ain't had
If
nothing
a
to do
man
with
meets you and you
with
got on
that.
some cheap shit, you kind of, you got on cheap, they can assess what you got on, and they can make some determinations of what kind of stuff you into. If they meet you and you got on some Gucci loafers, they gonna know what kind of stuff you into, and they gonna know what it
They
takes to
might not
date
even be
you.
real.
We
Like,
don't
Man,
care.
right.
We don't care.
You're
Really
gonna
not.
assess that too.
Really not. I don't know. I don't
Okay,
know.
so
Maybe
why
I'm
do-
just
why-
there.
Why do
I
they
could
get
care
plain
less.
Janes? Because what was your perspective?
A plain
'Cause I
Jane
would
is
love to hear.
a plain
I have
Jane.
no idea why men do
So
the things
you-
they do, and I'm look. Listen, come on,
See,
Baby,
I'm-
I knew this was
saying,
gonna be a good
I'm
episode.
tired of. Listen, I'm to a point where I'm tired of trying to figure these.
shit I heard. His name is Coochie Killer.
she just made that up. You know how toxic it is to say this doesn't mean this, and people have said it, and then somebody be like, "Yeah, that's the meaning." But all right, I get it.
Yeah.
So the thing is this.
Roof on fire tonight,
You know
baby.
what we're
Shit.
calling a plain Jane. If you see a plain Jane whose fingernails are clean, she walks with her head up, she looks confident, She looks you in the eyes. She speaks with confidence. She moves with confidence, but she's a plain Jane. You can rest assured she has her mind on things other than mink lashes. She's focusing on something else entirely. And to be completely honest, like, and this is just because of my personality type, that's something that's more attractive to me because that's probably somebody you can go paintballing with and go to a spoken word with and go to a nice dinner with. Opposed to somebody who wearing a 6-inch skinny pumps with the minks on and that $700 weave or whatever, you know what I mean? And it's moving when she turn her head. I get it. Cool, but I mean, it's up to you. But a plain Jane is most often focused on things that are internal. You know, a person always projects what they care about the most. What they care about most, the priority in a list of concerns is typically what's projected. That's it.
This is why he's here. Okay. Anything else? Y'all on fire tonight. I don't even gotta do shit.
Coochie Killer wasn't even thinking about Coochie. I'm a plain
I
Jane.
gotta do shit tonight, baby.
Oh, God.
Woo.
Coochie Killer. That's so nasty.
I think they need a clear definition of what's a plain Jane.
I'm a plain Jane. I don't have any. I got on a little bit of eye makeup. I ain't got nothing souped up on me. I'm a basic. I'm plain.
You just out your mouth said I'm expensive to take care, but now you plain Jane.
You ain't no damn plain.
You just
Jane.
said men ain't looking at plain Jane like they gotta spend a lot of money on
damn
them.
plain
You can't be both. You can't be both.
My car don't even.
You
I
can't
got. You know what I mean?
be
My
both.
lifestyle costs money.
You can't
but
be
I'm
both.
not paying
Based on
a
your
bunch
definition,
of money
you can't be
to
both.
be enhanced all up. So I am a planner woman.
I'm gonna jump in here.
I can't
What's
be.
up?
Because
Plain
I
Jane
would like
never
to
jump
think
in.
that I'm a plain Jane.
What is
And
plain
I
Jane
don't
mean?
think- I don't
Okay.
Hey, we all fives
In my
now.
mind, a plain
I'm a
Jane is
3.
a person who doesn't take that extra step of
Enhancing.
always, the hair is always done up, the
Yeah.
face is always beat to the guys, the outfit is always on point. Like, that is a woman, and that's a diva woman. And there are women who are like that, and much respect to them, because that's a job to have to do that every day. But a woman who just like, nah, I'm gonna get up, go to work. I'm not doing all of that. To me, that is a plain woman. I wouldn't say.
And I get up
like a Muslim bum.
Now y'all,
day.
y'all trying to spin it. Okay.
No,
okay.
every day. Because
You
me,
know how they do.
I don't look like
You
this
know how
every
they do.
day.
The segment's over.
No, I don't look like this
Y'all
every
trying to
day.
bring it back around.
Every single
I'm a
day
plain
when I go to
Jane.
work.
I'm a plain Jane
We're all plain
too.
Janes.
Y'all
Every
ain't no
single
damn
day when I go to
plain
work,
Janes.
I don't look like this. The only time I look like this is if I'm going out. If I'm going out, if I'm meeting friends, if I'm coming here, I'm putting on makeup. One, because I have a brand. I represent a brand. I'm a beauty
Oh, here she
entrepreneur.
go. Here she go. Can I ask you? Can I ask
She
you a
lying,
question?
though.
Can I ask you a question?
I
Okay,
specifically
here we go.
asked.
Here we go.
I said, you roll like this all the time? She said, yes, all the time. This is Juju.
Sir, I
Word.
thought we were talking about like where I was coming from with what we were talking about. I had no idea you meant the physical. That's not what you didn't make that clear, and I did not know that's what you meant.
I
Because
gave
I didn't think
examples.
we were talking about a physical.
I
No,
gave
you
examples.
never did. I thought we
I
were
said,
talking about the
I
conversation
said, yo, you look
we were
fly.
having.
This like how you just rock, like, period, or
No,
something
that's
going
not
on
what
today.
you said. No, that's not what you
All right.
said.
Okay,
But
y'all.
again, I was out having lunch. We were having a business meeting. That
Right,
of
and
course,
so-
I'm gonna go, and
Right.
this is my brand.
All right.
This is how I'm coming. When you come to my spot every day, this is not
So
what I
it
look
wasn't
like.
you, it was business Jew. and I
This
get
is
that.
not what I look like.
They
I
gonna
have,
make me- they gonna
my
be mad at me 'cause
business
I'm about
t-shirt,
to get- I'm
my
about to
business,
cut y'all
my
off.
skin, because my skin is very nice underneath all of this makeup. I'm in skin. My hair is full
Juju.
bag. My natural hair. This is me.
Juju,
Yo.
can I ask you a question?
Yes. Look, I'm doing better with keeping the mic up to my lips.
You are.
Give me my props.
I rocks with you, Juju. Hey, is it a red flag for a man of a certain age to not have kids?
Absolutely not. Oh my God, if you find them, got blessings. Especially a good one.
She don't want no baby daddy.
Okay.
No, it's not that, because I know some great baby daddies, but I mean, I don't think it's a red flag. It's just, listen, especially when it comes to black men, we dealing with a lot of layers, yo. Y'all got to remember, we dealing with a lot of
Look at
layers.
Lady D over here. Lady D, what you
We dealing
what
with a
you
lot of
doing?
layers.
What you talking about over there?
No, I don't think it's suspect. I think some men just generally don't want children. Like, if I met someone and he didn't have kids later in life, I would ask like, well, why not? And if they say I just don't want kids, I gotta respect that. I know women who don't want kids, so to me that's not an odd thing.
But it sounds like it's a butt coming.
I don't know. I guess I just feel like
Go ahead.
we all come here for to reproduce. I think that's one of the things that a lot of us want to do at some point in our life. So when I meet people who are like, I never want children, it's like, wow, never? But it's not a red flag to me for a guy.
Little producing on another producer on screen. Go ahead, Punk.
He looked like he was ready.
Punk, is it a red flag?
Punk be looking like he be ready.
Man, not to have kids.
Yeah, men of a certain age.
I don't think so.
He 40. He's still out here in these streets.
He just ain't found the right person.
Hey, Buddy D, why you gotta go there?
I'm actually glad he wasn't just shooting up clubs, having kids with people that he wasn't gonna be with.
Hey, I hear that.
Why would that be a red flag? And then they talk about men having multiple baby mamas and all of that, but it's a red flag if you're 40 with no kids. Okay.
Shit, I'm thinking they saying 30 something, 35,
Sound toxic to me.
30, 33, 34.
Sound toxic to me.
CK, are you indulgent in the BS? Or?
I mean, it's goofy. It's so many things that could actually be red flags. And a person not having kids at a certain age is not a red flag. If anything, it's an indication that something might be a health reason. You never know why. Now, if they 48 and they like, I don't want kids still, it's still not a red flag. It's a preference. You know, so I can't see it.
That's just because the world's so used to people having kids, not married and all that, just out here fucking willy-nilly, that it's like everybody should have kids and nothing is done a certain way.
That's
so
like saying it's
how
a
we
red
look at
flag
the
to be a
world.
certain age and not have no baby mamas.
Yeah, that's exactly what they saying.
That's crazy.
That's exactly what they saying. You would have to. If you met me at a certain age and I had kids, I would have to have a baby mama if I'm out here.
I just kind of hope that's not a choice in all cases. I get that marriage is not for everyone, but procreation happens. But sometimes I feel like there's value in bringing a child in a union. So to plan, I want you to be my baby mama. Like when I see like Nick Cannon, he just has a lot of women who have his children. It's just like, well, I guess I don't see that in game.
You remember our over under? He's still rolling, baby.
Yeah, 12.
I told y'all gonna put some respect on Nick Cannon's name.
A lot of kids. But
Y'all
then
gonna
the
put some
women who
y'all talk
also...
some 12. Nah, y'all gonna put some respect on his name.
He had 12, I think.
It's so ridiculous.
Why you feel it's ridiculous,
It's
Juju?
so ridiculous.
What part?
I just think it's a horrible. It just goes back to like why are we so comfortable not promoting a family, not promoting union, not promoting just like no, but we don't know what I would say this. I love the fact that he came out and he said that he spread thin, with between all of his kids. Then Mariah, I think that was his rebuttal to her actually saying that she wish he would spend more time with his kids. I have for the very longest, even before Nick Cannon got out here and started spreading his seed thin, talked about Future because he's another one. You ain't gonna tell me you a good father. Ain't no way you're a good father.
He pays child support.
With all of them kids. There is no way you're a good father.
Support.
The difference with child support, nobody ever said that made you a good father. I just said that made you take care of your kids. And child support is a financial responsibility. So they're only talking about finances. Child support does not require you to be available, does not require your time or you to put any of these things in. So I never said that made you a good father. I just said nobody can tell you that you didn't take care of your kids. And according to child support, that only promotes the financial aspect support of it.
Yeah,
you've done that. Now this is what I will say to Nick Cannon. What I don't like the perpetuation that does to the culture. Like, so you just out here making all of these kids with all of these women, and you're not there for your children. So now we have a bunch of dysfunctional ass adults growing up. because my daddy wasn't here, mom. It matters. It matters to have both parents. Even if y'all not in the same house, it matters for y'all to co-parent. Spend time with these kids. This is why you shouldn't be making all of these kids and all of these baby mamas. Just have these kids with one person.
Juju, you on fire, baby.
Like, have these kids with one person. Why you got kids all over the place? That is crazy. And that is not okay. That does not promote love in our culture. We the only damn culture that think that's okay, and we promote that. Like, it's the thing to do. Like, it make you lame to be a man and have a family and have children with your wife and make life with your wife and be a husband. Like, why don't we promote that? Why don't we promote that?
Promote what exactly?
Family.
Oh,
Who
okay.
is?
Being with your family, working for your family.
Man
Yes,
and woman.
both of
Oh, okay.
us. Women
All
too.
right.
Stop
I
fucking
just wanna
pretending
make
like
sure
you could
we-
get out
we
here
include, 'cause
and
there's a bunch
make
of women
and
with
have
5
babies
baby
on your
daddies.
own, and you don't need these men to
5
be
kids.
fathers because you do. Both of
Yeah.
us. We gotta stop that. That is the worst shit for our culture, man.
708.
All of that.
Boy, I don't know how we got into. I don't know how we got into Dick Cannon. Y'all want
5254.
here he go. Here he go again.
Jay Stevens.
Any y'all want to touch on that?
Who was Shay Stevens?
Nah, I honestly, I'm rocking with it. I'm rocking with it. You know what I mean? I think my personal opinion has a little bit more room.
You
for,
rocking
like,
with
cultural.
Nick? You rocking with?
I'm
Nick
rocking
Cannon?
with her perspective.
Okay.
I think that mine only difference is some wiggle room, like based on the cultures, right? And that I don't really like basing my entire life philosophy on what others are doing. I like to do based on, like, you know, what works in my world, like, because I think it's possible to have a healthy family. Like, it's possible for other dynamics to take place and to achieve equal outcomes of what she's talking about. I cannot quote them. I don't know them, but possibilities are endless. You know what I mean? But definitely as a fundamental ideology, yes, right? Like, max out the availability of both parents to the children. That's it.
One thing I will say about cultures is whatever other people do, I really don't care. But what I hate that we do is we don't promote keeping our families together. We don't promote keeping our families united, keeping them under one roof. And what you notice in a lot of cultures is they understand that the foundation, regardless of what these men and these women do after them kids get grown, a lot of them wait till them kids get grown.
What culture we live in?
Black people. So let me just say that. Black folk, color folk, whatever you want to call them. Us. All of us.
What culture do we live in?
All of us. Okay. So to be politically correct, that's what I'm gonna say. But I'm specifically speaking to my people, brown people that look like me. I'm specifically talking to us.
Next topic, Deuce. We got next topic.
Ooh.
That was well.
Nah, that ain't gonna go off the record. But no, I do feel that
I feel your sentiment in what you're saying.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
feel like
It's
the same
hurtful
way.
to
I
see,
just
man.
say
It's
Okay.
so hurtful to see.
Don't get background on
I'm
Juju.
not, but I'm
They
just
made
saying,
it cool.
It is.
They made doing
Yes.
that uncool.
Can we make it even on like a simpler basis, like just like as far as like living with our parents, or like us all buying, like the family buying one big house or one big, you know, like,
Now listen.
you know what I'm saying, like.
Don't even get me started.
No, you ask your parent, like, well, let's get something together, you know. And I want my own stuff. I need my.
That's now, and that's
know,
not even
and
the
it's
way I
just
grew
like,
up.
even
Even
on
on me
the-
to come to your house to do something for you.
Exactly.
Instead of just spending the apartment
Exactly.
right here. But anyway, you know.
You want to see your grandkids all the time,
And that's how I grew
but
up. We
you
grew up
don't
in
wanna-
a family 2-3 flat, whatever.
Was that fun?
That's how we grew up.
I
You
already
know,
know that was fun.
I know that had to be fun.
That shit had to be
and
fun.
I'll be honest, that's not necessarily what I want for myself.
Oh, come
did you
on.
enjoy
was
it?
not about, okay, next topic. You was
Next
not about
topic,
to do us like this. You was
No,
not about to do us.
Next topic,
We still, like, just because we not in the same house
No,
don't
no,
mean
no,
we
no.
shouldn't be united.
Next
I don't gotta
topic,
want to live with my mom and my
Do
daddy
y'all
forever.
care, do y'all
Like,
care
y'all
about
better
the
knock it
Meg
off.
the Stallion, Tory Lanez?
Hell yeah.
Wait, what was the question? Because I don't know. I don't even know that story. And that's why I'm like,
Yup.
Meg
Oh,
the Stallion,
okay.
Tory Lanez trials is looking
he
like.
said, do we care?
Yeah,
Oh, hell no, I don't care.
Yep.
do you care to discuss it?
I don't, because I don't know what's going on.
Okay,
I don't know that
Punk can
story.
fill you in. Go ahead, Punk. What's going on?
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
Tory Lanez
love it.
shot Meg the Stallion.
I
We
do know that part.
Yeah,
Trial is going on. He's been saying he didn't do it the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
now things are coming out. Meg went on TV. Was it Good Morning America?
Yep.
Something like that. Said she never
To
slept
Gail
with Tory
Sayers.
Lanez. Now trial is going on. She did sleep with Tory Lanez. Slept with some other people too. Apparently her friend was sleeping with these people before she was. No Tory Lanez, no DNA on the gun, inconclusive. But it's absolutely DNA from the friend on the firearm.
Wait, from what friend?
Kelsey.
Her
Kelsey.
friend.
Her friend?
Who she
Yeah.
was fighting with. Yeah.
Had gun residue on
Gun
her?
residue and her DNA is on the firearm.
So there's 3 parties present at the time of the incident.
Yeah.
All right.
No DNA, no conclusive DNA from Tory Lanez on the firearm.
You hold on. That ain't it. So apparently Kelsey got allegedly she got immunity.
Yeah.
And then got on the stand and switched the whole story up on.
Yes, yep. And
On
they
the
telling
fifth.
her, nah, you know you still go to jail for perjury. The immunity ain't got nothing to do with you.
Immunity is on the crime in the case.
Right.
So when they gave her immunity on her
Yeah.
testimony, so
They
she
gave
told
her
what happened?
they
Like, no
gave
matter
her
what you
immunity
confess
to
to.
testify. And it was said that she was gonna say she saw Tory shoot Meg, but now she's saying she can't for sure say that.
I'm still so confused. About
Yeah,
'Cause
they
it's-
ass
'cause it's
lying.
lying.
He ain't do it. And this shit finna come out, and all
Allegedly.
these people was slandering this man like he the worst man in the
So
world.
I don't understand. Like, okay, so she said that he shot her, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And all of these people were present.
Yeah.
So everybody just went along with the lie that he shot her.
No.
It was 3
No.
people present.
They
Meg
were
got
asked to leave a party.
Meg
It
got
was a
shot,
pool party.
which she did, and they pulled glass out of her foot. But anyway, Meg got
So she
shot.
never even got shot.
Meg
Oh,
Allegedly.
you got to be playing.
Allegedly.
No.
No.
Allegedly.
No.
I mean, this is founded in court.
Yeah. They talking
Glass
about
was
it.
out,
That she
found in the
didn't even
foot,
get
and not
shot?
a bullet.
Right.
Yeah, that was been found
That's
out.
been found out.
I don't watch.
Wait a minute. Hold up. This was been found out that she didn't even get shot.
He was
They
shooting
was-
at her feet. telling
He
her to
wasn't
dance.
doing them up.
That's the story that was
That's the
promoted.
The bullet
That's the
ricocheted
story.
and shot her in her
And
foot.
fragments,
But it wasn't
even
Or it
fragments.
wasn't even. A
It was
bullet
glass.
even. But it's a bullshit story.
Exactly.
Because
That's
it's
what I'm
changing.
like,
Exactly.
It's a bullshit story.
But this
So how are they
man,
even in court? 'Cause it wasn't this like last year.
And once you start telling
Yeah.
bullshit stories, and
this man done had to go back to Canada, couldn't do shows over here, done missed hella money. You got people all on social media slandering his name, all because what? She don't want to say she was in a love triangle and was fucking a nigga, and that's what it's about. Sick. And now she talking about she'd rather die than I have to go through this.
'Cause
But
you
you been lying on somebody.
you about to face
You
some
would rather die.
consequences.
Fuck how he
Some
feel. I hope he
consequences.
sue the shit out her ass when it's over with.
This is the
Oh,
beginning
y'all so
of
hostile.
this is the beginning
Because
of sympathy.
why? And I feel bad for.
So
I
angry
feel
and
bad.
mad.
I feel
'Cause
bad
she
for
lied.
things that happen to
Allegedly,
women,
she
domestic
lied.
shit, all that stuff, right? But it's too many instances of women lying on men and nothing
I agree.
happens to them.
I agree.
The
I
shit
agree
is
with that.
sickening.
I agree with that. I agree.
I
I'm not
hope
even
he
gonna-
sue her
But
ass.
here's
She
the
needs to
thing.
go to jail. All
This
of
is
that.
why we need to start.
Everybody who corroborated the
This is
story.
why we need to start loving on each other.
I agree. I mean, I can't argue with
you
it.
can never go wrong with loving.
We
them.
can't
argue with that, like-
Why do we? Why?
You in the rebuttal?
Oh my God!
She looked at him like, I'm not gonna argue with
No,
that.
because I'm so
I'm not-
serious. Why do we treat each other so horribly? Why do we treat each other so
Ask the
terribly?
liar.
It's an ask the liar. Oh
I just
shit.
think they single people who, they in this dating pool, and Tory Lanez got options. I'm sorry.
So do Meg, apparently.
She
Right.
has a ton of options.
Hey.
Why this is ending so horribly for these two young entertainers who
Y'all know
doing
why.
well in their career.
Y'all know
It's
why.
unfortunate that it's even going down like this.
She was salty.
But
he was
I do
hollering
feel
at
like
another
it's
chick in front
undue
of her.
stress going to, just negativity going towards Meg because she's a liar. She's a liar.
Did you say it's undue?
Gender-based violence is real.
Wait, you said it's undue?
I think it's undue because nobody knows the facts. Everybody is going on hearsay, somebody else's story. 3 people know what happened. Period.
So is it undue
So now we
to
trying
him
her in
too?
a court of public opinion.
They not
I'm
trying
just
her.
saying. I'm not saying
They trying
don't
him.
have an opinion about Meg Thee Stallion. I just feel like we just real quick to jump on her because of her persona, because the way she carry herself.
No.
And at the end of the day,
Because she lied on an innocent
at the
man.
end of the day, if this was gender-based
some
violence,
Fox
there
News
is
shit.
no excuse for it. It is unacceptable. And I feel like don't attack the victim. Can we just figure out the court case first before we start attacking the victim in this case? She is the victim. She was shot or she was injured in this incident. I'm not trying to defend her because you can have your opinion.
It's proof that she don't lie
But
on a man.
gender-based violence.
Yeah, see, that's
Somehow
what
she's a
that's the
victim.
only thing I knew is that everybody
Somehow she's
everybody
the
was
victim.
said
She
keep
done
saying
lied
how
on a
she
man.
been lying.
Somehow
It's
she's
a lot of
injured.
lying going on.
She was the injured party in whatever happened. Yes,
But if
she's
he
the
didn't
victim.
do it, you're lying on
It
this
don't
man.
matter if you was in an
How?
argument and you got injured in the argument, you will be the victim. Quit.
If
trying
you
to
get
make
lied
it
on, you're
seem
the
like
victim.
she
That don't
didn't
give
get
me
No.
the proof to
injured.
victimize somebody. Her lying on him, he's
We
a victim
don't know
too.
that she is lying. We don't
The
know
lady
what
said they ain't
happened.
sleep together,
What
and
lady?
then her Meg said we didn't sleep together. When Tory said we was having sex and all this, and this is just
I
all
don't
over
believe
some.
She should have to come out and tell what she doing in her bedroom.
Of course it
this
don't
ain't
matter,
our
'cause
business.
you're not
And
the
if
one under
if she
trial.
elected to say, I don't want to admit that I slept with this bald head
Why
patchy
not?
head dude.
Why not? Because the story
Because she
he
ain't
telling
want to
to make
admit the
sense.
baby either.
'Cause the
In
story-
real
the
life,
story
like,
he telling
we
to
don't
make
know
sense.
what's going on between
See, I
her
don't know the
legs.
story he telling.
And
I don't know,
and in my
y'all.
eyes, this is just
They
par for the
wild.
course with gender-based violence. We attack the victim.
I just think
Before we
people
know
just
the
need
truth.
to start owning their shit. Like, see when you see just,
Somebody had a
just
gun,
own
somebody
Own
what
your
you do.
truth.
Own
Own
your
what you
truth.
do.
Yeah, and
Hey,
listen, I didn't have listen.
He
we
not a
look,
victim, but he done lost money. People been
Just
slandering his
lost
name.
Just be
All
able.
type of shit.
This
But
is
he
why
not a
you gotta
victim.
be
The
able to
woman the
look
only
yourself
victim.
in the mirror.
That's-
Look
Canada.
yourself in the
Come
mirror.
on now.
No matter
Hey,
what you
Punk,
do, be
come
able to
on
look
now.
at yourself in the mirror.
Crime
Punk,
in
you
That
don't-
shit sick.
Hey, Punk,
He
you
ain't
don't.
committed no crime.
Punk.
If he's
Punk.
shooting people in
He
America,
didn't. Ain't no
he
proof of
committed
that. It
crimes.
ain't no proof of that.
That's
His
why it's
DNA
a
ain't even
trial.
on the gun,
That's
and his
why it's a
DNA ain't on the
trial.
gun.
Accusations.
His
Yeah.
DNA ain't on the gun.
Why is the Kelsey girl? So did she
They
shoot
was
Meg?
fighting. Meg and Kelsey was fighting.
you gotta just read the story. Like
Yeah,
it's a lot. to it.
Yeah, it's a
And
lot.
at the end of the day,
He the real victim.
Everything you see that's talking
Child,
about
that
this
seems like
case
that
is
just
just
give me a headache.
railing
I ain't
against
got
Megan,
time.
and I just feel like
It's reeling
Kinda think you gotta
against
wait till
her.
it's
got
solved.
shot.
Do we-
It's
do we-
reeling against her.
She
created
But I think his
this.
question was,
Okay.
do we care? And I don't care.
It might not
Lady-
be gender
Hey,
based
Lady D,
violence.
can you
If it's
stop
a
poking
woman
Punk
doing it,
over
how
there?
is it gender based?
You don't think two women can be
Yeah,
involved
but
in a
then
gender-based
you can't-
violence?
Then
You-
it might be
you
race-based
making it-
violence. It
You
could be
making
human.
it like it's a male woman thing. It's not.
I'm making it about a gender-based like I don't know what Meg and Kelsey's relationship.
But you keep saying he shot her.
Because that's the allegation.
It ain't. That's
It
already
is.
been in court. They done already
No,
said
they're
his
in court.
and his DNA is
Ain't
not on the
nothing
gun.
done.
His DNA ain't on
Y'all
the
just
gun.
going on conjecture.
But
I'm
that's
telling
that's
you.
what you doing too when you said
No,
he shot
I'm
her.
saying she's a
You're
victim,
saying he
and I
how?
wanna
You
give
said
her
he
at
shot
least-
her.
I want to
You doing the
acknowledge
same
that she is a
thing.
victim in an incident
You're doing the
of
same
gender-based
thing.
violence.
You saying he shot her. That ain't
Do
proven.
we believe that?
So why is it okay for you to say that?
Is it a
But that's
chance
the
that Meg don't know
Right.
who
allegation in
shot
the
her?
charging document.
But the
That's the allegation in the charging document.
right.
Is
That's
it
the
a,
allegation.
is there
But
a
the
chance that
evidence,
Megan
the
don't know who
evidence is
shot her?
showing it could be a chance that she don't know.
If she was intoxicated, if they were
be.
It
intoxicated,
could be somebody
Because
else in the car
initially she
talking
said her
about
back
Megan.
was turned, so she might not know.
not.
She
Right.
might not know.
But
she
guess
might
who-
be,
guess
in her
who-
mind, she might be
Hey,
like,
guess who
ain't no way
text?
possible my friend popped me, so
That
it
I was
had
fighting
to
with.
be.
But guess who
You know what I'm
text?
saying?
Guess who text and said Tory did it?
Who?
Kelsey. The person with her DNA on the gun.
Right.
But y'all keep putting this shit together if y'all however y'all
I'm
want
gonna let
to.
the court sort it out.
Yeah.
It's sorting.
It's sorting and shit.
The,
ain't
the
looking
court,
good
the
for
courts
her.
Kelsey
is
texted
courting.
that too.
The courts
To
is
Meg.
courting. Goddammit.
oh, that means Meg never knew.
She don't know who shot her. She don't know who shot her.
Let the court sort it out.
Yep. And when they come out that man
I'm so
innocent,
confused.
Okay.
It's a lie.
Like,
It's
what?
okay.
It's
It's
a lie.
alright.
It's a
Like,
lie.
I hope if he come out innocent, I hope he sue the shit out of her.
If he comes out innocent, I hope he does get some type of,
You don't hope she pays for the lie?
Of course
don't
not.
wanna
She was a
hope
victim.
in this case
She
at
was a
all
victim.
because I don't have any stake in it.
She was a victim.
I feel like it's unfortunate in all cases. I'm not gonna hope negativity on anybody. First of all, so if this woman is put herself in a situation, I'm not gonna sit here and say I hope negative happens to her. I hope she finds healing in her heart.
Do you
That's
hope
what
he
I
gets
hope.
justice?
Exactly.
I hope everyone gets justice.
And that means something negative.
But I don't
gotta
know if
happen
he's
to
a
her.
citizen of the United States because he is from.
You said everyone,
Canada.
not all. No, you ain't say citizens.
Well, we're
everyone.
talking about justice and law in the United States.
I thought we were
If
talking
Tory
about more
Lanez
principle
is
than
not
justice.
a citizen of the United States,
I thought we were
feel
talking
like
about
that
good
should also
endings
be
and bad
addressed
endings.
if he in the States shooting people, shooting women at that.
There we go with he shooting women.
I said
Still the same
if he
thing.
found to be in fault in this, I will hope they will also address him being in our country.
They already did. The man wasn't even allowed to come over here when he did it. They canceled
like
all
he
his
owed her
shows.
money.
He wasn't making no bread. Like all of that. He had to go back to
What is
Canada.
Tory Lanez doing for the black community that he is getting this much love?
What
I
is
just don't
Megan doing
get
that? She
it.
should be able to lie
it's
and get
not.
protected.
See, that's what you not understand. It's not love for Tory. It's love for the truth.
Fairness.
I'm tired of people lying on people and don't shit happen to them. How many people get lied on about domestic shit and nothing happens?
Yep.
Fair enough.
I agree with that.
I don't care if it's
if
Tory
it's a
or
woman,
whoever,
if it's
it's
a
the
woman,
principle.
I don't care if it's a man. If you lying,
Your
it
ass
should
need
be
to pay.
it should be consequences
Your ass need to
behind
pay.
that
It need to
It need to
because
be some harsh.
I
then maybe
agree that
people
it
will
should
stop doing
definitely be
it.
consequences behind that because you just can't go out here and be making up stories on people just because you and your emotions. This is what black people need therapy. Take your ass to
708.
therapy and learn how to deal with your damn emotions.
Why did the gun even
that's
Like
Yeah.
learn how to deal with your
If
emotions.
they was having an argument, why was a firearm present? Period. Like it could
That
be
too.
de-escalate.
You
It's
gotta
so
ask the
many
people that was
layers to
arguing.
it.
The two
It's
women
so
was
many layers
arguing.
to it. Why did the firearm even present itself in a conversation between those three people? Like it's so
The two
many
women
layers
was
to that.
arguing.
But I'm not going to attack a victim in a gender-based
They
violence
say
case.
it was witnesses that
Unless it's
seen
proved
Meg and
otherwise that
Kelsey
she's lying.
arguing and fighting.
I'm not going
Not
to
Tory,
attack her on that.
Meg and Kelsey.
All right.
Lord.
Do y'all have the
definitely
heart
don't
to
pay
have
me.
one more topic? Do y'all got it in
Yeah,
y'all?
let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
I'm
get
all
it.
about principles. I
God
don't care who the people are.
damn it.
I'm all for principles. I'm
That's
lying
mean.
on somebody that can hurt their name or them. Period.
Intention.
Your ass
I
need. Your
agree
ass
with
need
that.
to be fucked. Something need to happen to you.
But you directing it at a real specific.
That's the situation we're
Situation.
talking about.
But,
But
in
it's
a general
principle based
sense,
to me.
That's what you're talking about. That's your general principle about how that should happen in a real life sense in a general way. But we're talking about a real specific case between three people that are involved in this situation.
That's-
I get what you're saying,
Yeah.
but you have to give the some benefit of the doubt and some wiggle room that beyond your principles, something else may be at play in this case. So yes, you can come to
Right,
this
so-
situation and say, I feel like any woman who lie on a man and get him locked up and boop, 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 all that stuff, I totally agree with that.
And
I
you-
totally
right.
agree with that.
So why
But
should I have
I'm not
sympathy for her
But
lying?
I'm not going to automatically jump to a woman who's making an allegation against a man and say she's lying.
It's not automatic. when
I
it's
didn't
DNA
automatically do
She
that.
lying.
I didn't automatically do that. But why do we jump and say that the man had to do it?
Because that's what's in the charging document.
That's just all it
But
takes.
if you're saying let the court handle it, the shit got, what happened to innocent till proven guilty?
But here's the this
Right.
That's why I said I'm
Right.
not
It
Never
don't
existed.
matter.
I'm not
Never
going back
existed.
It don't
off of
exist.
either one, but
It
nor am
don't
I going to
exist.
say, well, she's lying.
The
and she
allegations
got
say
shot.
this, so I'm gonna say he did that. No,
It
The
must have
allegations
been
could say a
enough
lie,
there.
but
It
people
must have
lie.
been enough there for this case to move like this.
no, all it
It
takes is
wasn't-
the
all-
claim.
the allegation.
If I filed a
That's all it
charge right
takes.
now
You work
saying
in
you
the criminal
shot me,
justice system?
I'm actually studying for law. So, but
Do you
beyond
work
that,
in the
but
criminal
beyond
justice?
that,
Have you ever worked in the criminal courts?
no.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you that it's not as automatic as it appears on TV.
What?
It's not as simple as
What's-
we
can
see
you
on
define
Law and
it?
Order.
Just so I know what the rest is.
Cases.
Okay, a
Criminal
case being open.
cases.
Okay.
So this case this happened some time ago. It's not even a new event.
Yeah.
This case is going to go for a little bit of a period of time. It's not automatic. It's not just going to get wrapped up quickly. And they're
Oh,
going to go through the
nobody
different
thinks that.
processes.
That's
Nobody
the
thinks
thing.
that.
She definitely
Y'all
got
jumping-
shot.
If he shoots
Or
me right now and I
not-
call the
I don't even
police,
gonna say
Is
she
Tory
definitely got
Lanez
shot.
paying
No.
y'all Like I can.
Is Meg paying you?
We're representing
I'm
truth.
Yeah, exactly.
It's representing truth.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
But you
in
keep
cases
saying
of
he shot her.
gender-based violence,
So you're not on
'cause
that
that's
side.
What's in the charging document.
But ain't
it's-
you innocent till proven guilty?
That's what it
So
says.
stop
but
saying
if
he
it's
shot
in
her
the
because
charging
that's not
document, That's
proven.
the allegation.
But that's
So
not
let's
proven.
just say allegedly.
All right,
It's not
We'll
proven.
just say allegedly.
Allegedly.
We'll say
Is that gonna
allegedly.
take that down?
Because that was the first thing out of his mouth when we
Allegedly.
started talking
What
about
is the
this.
first
He
thing?
made sure he
Allegedly,
said
because I don't know the
allegedly.
facts. But I know I've been seeing the court shit going on, and
So
when
we'll-
these people,
We'll
I've
say
been watching,
allegedly.
and she been
However,
doing
now
a lot
this
of
is what I
lying.
will say.
and that's a fact.
Has it been proved?
And that's a,
How did
yes.
they prove that she lied about them having sex? Who's
It came out in court. She had to get her ass on the stand, and it came out in court. Now she talking about, oh, my boyfriend got to go through all of
So what
this
she
and
said
da da
on
da.
social media versus what she said in
No,
the
she
sworn
went on live
testimony.
TV and said they asked her, "Did you sleep with Tory Lanez?" She said no.
and
So
then in
what
court
she
it came out
said
that she
in-
did.
That she was lying.
What she said in an entertainment package versus what she
Entertainment
said
package.
on the
There's
no way to
sworn
justify lying.
testimony.
Here's
Of
the-
course, she's
here's the
going
problem
to
with
tell
it.
the truth in a sworn testimony. So if she decided it ain't none of y'all business, if
But I
slept
think
That
what
ain't what
he's
she
speaking to is
decided.
the credibility.
She went
'Cause, like,
on there
you-
to talk
you
about
went-
the Tory Lanez
exactly.
shit, and then you lied. Why go on there to talk about it and
Because
lie?
she didn't
You
wanna tell y'all
not
she
to
slept
not
with
to
him.
mention y'all tried to sue Tory for making music, talking about he can't talk about the situation. Then you went on TV and lied. No, I have zero respect for that.
Because she
Zero.
lied about sleeping with him.
She lied about a bunch of shit. It ain't
What
just
else
sleeping
besides
with
sleeping
him.
with him?
That's just like she
So
don't know
one
who
lie,
shot
she was
her.
a liar.
How do
No
you say
credible-
Tory
no
Lanez
credibility.
shot me?
I
She
get
didn't
what
know
he's saying.
that.
I definitely get what he's
She
saying.
didn't know that.
Because it's like you said that this man, you accused this man of being the one to shoot you, but you really didn't even know. You're only going off of what apparently what he said somebody else texted her.
said.
And it just all sound messy.
And so
Exactly.
far, his
I've been
DNA is not on
following
the
it.
gun,
It's not on the gun.
but the other girls
Hey,
is.
hey, this is the when you're
It's so
young.
messy.
Yeah, let all that shit
When
play
you're
out.
young and you're rich,
And if it come
this is
out
the
he ain't do
lifestyle.
it, he need to
Court
sue the shit out of her
cases,
and all of
Yeah,
that.
that's it's
guns,
For all the
sex,
money I lost.
Bro.
love triangles and
Yeah.
Somebody mad about the gun.
squares.
They
And,
mad about the lying.
that's a lot.
man,
Life.
man.
So
I ain't
I'm
mad-
confused.
I ain't mad
Like,
at
were
him.
they dating?
I
What
ain't
was the
mad
point
at
of
him
all
about
this
the
work?
gun.
Just
no more.
Why would I
topic.
be mad at him about the gun and he ain't the
So
one who shot it?
was Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion
Nah, they
dating?
was fucking. Actually, him and Kelsey was fucking. Then Meg slept with him after that.
Okay,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
So he wasn't like dating.
No.
Either. So what is all of it? I don't understand. Like I guess,
Okay, you just
I'm just
don't
like, what is
Yeah,
the
understand.
point
never
of all
understand. It's a,
of
love,
this?
it's
You
a
won't.
weird ass love
You
triangle.
won't.
Like what
You
is the
never
point? It's so
understand it.
stupid. It just all seems so
The
stupid.
point is she
It
wanted
is.
to be a victim, and
It
she
is.
wanted to blame it on him
This just seems
because
so
he was
stupid.
fucking her friend.
She was like, "Dear diary, I want
Oh,
to be
so
a
okay,
victim
so they was
today."
mad
That was
because he
motive.
was fucking. Okay, so that's supposed to be the.
And he was talking
Okay.
to who was it? One of them Jenner people or something at the little party and
Kylie
shit.
Jenner.
And then a big ass,
Okay.
you know, yeah. Then it's
So it's just
why
a-
he hollering out, yeah, yeah, a
fucking
whole
the
bunch
man
of
over
motive. Yep.
Right in the
See, this
rib.
is why you got to go to therapy to be able to deal with your
Yeah,
emotions
yeah.
and rejection
Yeah.
and all of this type of shit. Because this
I
just
was
some
like,
weird
oh,
ass
you gotta
stuff
go.
going
You
on.
shouldn't have got this far.
It's just so weird. Like
My face
And
plenty
she,
of
Because you
she's
found out he
she's
was fucking your
she's a
friend?
liar. Like
She's a liar.
that ain't the only that ain't the
That's what
only
he
person she done lied
They
on.
should give her the electric.
Because that matters in the court of law. That matters in these cases when you lying on people.
no, I get
Shit
what you said.
matters.
I get it. I definitely
Like
get
y'all
what you're
saying it like
saying.
it don't matter, but I bet you if you
Hey,
talk about
I'm
the
with
lady
you.
that
I
lied
didn't
on
say
Emmett Till, it's a different
Didn't
story.
say that.
Oh my god!
Ain't none of
I
that
didn't
shit
know.
cool.
Listen,
He said
Ain't
y'all
none
on
of it
accident.
cool.
He said y'all on accident.
Cool. Lying on
I
people ain't
honestly
cool.
did not know the
Period.
story. That's why I was just like, I'm just
Lying
gonna
on
let y'all
people
speak
ain't
on
cool.
it,
Period.
and then
Right.
I'll give an opinion or
Cool
something.
out.
But because I don't know what the
Cool
hell
out.
going
Go
on.
ahead.
You lying on people ain't cool. Period.
No, it's not. It's not
At all.
You know,
and
it's not
I'll
because
stand on principles, and that shit
because when
is a
people start
principle
lying,
issue.
then when things start really happening,
You can't believe
you
them.
can't believe what's going on, and then there's no trust, and you know what I'm saying. So It's just this is why it's important to just be able to own your shit.
Y'all ass for decades.
And I don't
y'all
eat that
still
shit.
line up and go get that
And I don't
goddamn
eat
Big
that.
Fish
Hey, what's the
chicken.
premise of that?
I'm saying to say, oh, you're a liar. You can't trust it. We get lied to all the time and still come back to the fountain of life for some more. What are you talking about?
fountain
Since
of
I know
life.
that I've been since I've
fountain
been
of
knowing
life.
I've been getting lied to, I don't
What
come
are you
to the
talking
fountain of
about?
life.
The fountain of
We
life.
love to be lied to.
I don't come to the
We
fountain of
love
life.
it.
Since I done
That
had
shit
my
funny as
awakening,
hell.
I don't come to the fountain. To nobody's fountain of life. Don't lie to me. No.
What's the next topic, Deuce?
Follow the TikTok.
Oh, that's
No.
it? Oh, shit.
Follow the Instagram.
Oh, that's okay. He closing us out.
Follow the YouTube. We got a party to get to.
I didn't even realize it
Who
was
got a
this
party?
late.
Where y'all going to party?
Sweet.
You coming?
We celebrating our 1K subscribers on YouTube.
Wait, we see.
Turn
Okay.
the
So what
fuck
does that
up.
mean?
Right.
Did you get the little plaque thingy from YouTube?
Hell no. You don't get no plaque for 1K.
We ain't hit none of our
We-
topics.
We barely.
I'm just reading this like, yo, we ain't hit none of these topics.
But it was a good. It was
We
good
just
though.
climbing. We just crawling.
Do you lose individualism in relationships?
Is that an ass?
We ain't do none of
What's
these.
another one?
No, it was two.
Are arranged marriages better?
I skipped the person.
Yeah, it was like two.
That's fucked up.
I put it to where they could like. put
I think
the
we
ass
did
how
this
y'all
one.
gonna put the
Oh,
ass,
we didn't
you
do
know?
is the silent treatment from your partner emotional abuse.
No,
We ain't do
I
that.
haven't even seen
We ain't talk about none of these damn topics.
Shit went left.
The whole damn
it.
show.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
I'm so busy that I haven't even got to dive into it like that. Let me
That was
end
that
this
was
shit.
the thing that Google.
Close us out, dude. So you did it already.
He already closed it out.
Peace out.